Any summer holidays kannu? Call GT Holidays ku pannu. GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
श्रीमती महुआ मोइत्रा।
Speaker sir, Pradhan Mr. Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, वो मेरे LOP है. The BJP, the ruling party, the Honorable Prime Minister mentioned many words beginning with the letter M. Musalman, Mullah, Madrasa, Mughal, Mutton, but not once did they mention Manipur. They are proud to be part of a Modi ka parivar. It is not Modi ka parivar, it is NDA, the Nitish Naidu Dependent Alliance. जबरदस्ती के जय श्री राम में सब कुछ है, पर राम नहीं.
श्रीमती महुआ मोइत्रा।
Thank you. Honorable Speaker sir, my esteemed colleagues in the 18th Lok Sabha, I stand here on behalf of my party. Pradhan Mr. Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, I would really request you, since you've been here for the better half of 1 hour, ये भी सुनते हुए जाइए सर, डरिए मत, सर, डरिए मत. 2 बार आ गए सर. You came to my area twice during the campaign, sir. आज तो सुन के जाइए सर. Never mind, my bad luck. Honorable Speaker sir, Rahul, Honorable Speaker sir, my esteemed colleagues in this newly constituted 18th Lok Sabha, I stand here on behalf of my party, the All India Trinamool Congress. कोई बात नहीं, वो मेरे LOP है, वो already मुझे सुन चुके हैं, वो मेरे LOP है. Honorable Speaker sir, my esteemed colleagues in this 18th Lok Sabha, I stand here on behalf of my party, the All India Trinamool Congress, to speak on the Honorable President's address. The last time I stood here, sir, I was not allowed to speak. आप लोगों ने अरे let me finish. Dimple, let me finish.
House
Guys,
order में आने की
ignore.
please.
Let me finish. And जिसको जाना है please जाइए, no problem. The last time I stood here, I was not allowed to speak. But the ruling party has paid a very heavy price for throttling the voice of one MP. मुझे बैठाने का चक्कर में जनता ने आपके 63 सदस्यों 63 जन को परमानेंटली बैठा दिया. You have gone down from 303 to 240. In my maiden speech in the Lok Sabha in June 2019, I spoke on the 7 signs of fascism that were taking over this country. 5 years to the date, on June 27, 2024, this House saw the unprecedented scene of the marshals welcoming the President of India, the Honorable President, with a Sengol in their hand. The Sengol is a symbol of the supreme authority of a monarch. It has no place in the temple of a constitutional democracy. But Honorable Speaker, sir, it is understandable why this happened. Because the BJP has still not understood that their 303 brute majority, their Rajtantra, has been reduced to a 240-seat minority by the Loktantra. They are still living in the world of the Sengol. This sudden changed reality, this new reality, why is the word Manipur nowhere in the speech? Why do we refer to the generic Northeast? During the Lok Sabha campaign, the BJP, the ruling party, the Honorable Prime Minister mentioned many words beginning with the letter M. Musalman, Mullah, Madrasa, Mughal, Mutton, Machli, Mujra, Mangal Sutra, but not once did they mention Manipur. We don't need to act east. The government says we want to act east. We don't need you to act east. In Bengal, the supreme leader started his Vijay Sankalp Yatra on March 1st in the constituency of Arambagh. Then came to Krishnanagar, then came to Barasat, ended on May 29th in Calcutta. मेरे ऊपर तो विशेष कृपा की उन्होंने दो बार आए. The BJP lost all these seats. Honorable Prime Minister did 23 campaign meetings in Bengal and lost in 20 seats. In Maharashtra, the Honorable Prime Minister campaigned in 18 seats. The NDA lost in 15 of them. Ek akela kitno pe bhari pada. In Punjab, he campaigned in Hoshiarpur, in Jalandhar, in Patiala, in Gurdaspur. The BJP all lost all the 4 seats. Ek akela kitno pe bhari pada. In Rajasthan, he campaigned at Banswara with the most disgraceful references to Muslims. In outright violation of the law, the EC kept quiet. Not only did the BJP lose Banswara by over 2 lakh votes, the BJP, which had won 25 on 25 in 2019 and won the state government only months ago, came down to 14 seats. Ek akela kitno pe bhari pada. 3 states, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra and Bengal, account for 170 seats. That is exactly 1/3 of India. The BJP won in only 54 of them. Ek akela kitno pe bhari pada. In 2019, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Prime Minister, had taunted the now leader of the opposition by saying that he must have used a microscope to find that one single seat in India where the minority were in majority. Honorable Chairperson, sir, it is so ironic that today the majority needed no microscope to turn the BJP into a minority. Jahan bhi majority hai, wahi aap hi minority ban gaye. आप तो घुस-घुस के मारने वाले थे ना, इस बार तो जनता ने घुस-घुस के मार दिया. The treasury benches have always claimed that the opposition lacked in hard work and in merit. We are all part of a Parivarvad. We are dynasts. Whereas they are proud to be part of a meritocracy. They are proud to be part of a Modi ka parivar. How ironic is it today that 20 ministers in the union cabinet are dynasts? How ironic is it that the Honorable Prime Minister has to take to social media himself to tell people that no, it is not Modi ka parivar, it is NDA, the Nitish Naidu Dependent Alliance. In January, the Honorable Prime Minister consecrated the unfinished Ram Temple in Ayodhya. He said he was tasked with the divine duty of bringing Ram Lalla home. The Ram Mandir was going to ensure that not only would the BJP cross 400 seats, but that this government would last 1,000 years. The last time in history that we heard of a 1,000-year vision was during the Third Reich. This was the second time that we've heard of it. But then ultimately, Lord Ram said, stop, not in my name. Oti dorpe hoto Lanka. Too much arrogance, too much pride caused you to lose the kingdom of Lanka. The BJP lost in Ayodhya, Faizabad, where the temple is. It lost in Banda Chitrakoot, where Lord Ram meditated. It lost in Shravasti, where the son of the Honorable Prime Minister's ex-secretary said, my father has built the temple, campaigned in his name, you lost there. All the seats around Ayodhya, Basti, Sultanpur, Ambedkar Nagar, the BJP lost. ये तुम लोगों के नाम जपो में पहले सा आराम नहीं. ये तुम लोगों के नाम जपो में पहले सा आराम नहीं. जबरदस्ती के जय श्री राम में सब कुछ है पर राम नहीं. जबरदस्ती के जय श्री राम में सब कुछ है पर राम नहीं. Today in India, there are 2 types of leaders. Those of us who come via the voting machine, and then there are many who come via the washing machine. There are still people who say, wait, you don't know Modi ji. Wait 6 months and see. The BJP will get 300 members. To them I say, no, this will not happen this time. Because every potential turncoat will have to choose between temporary greed of fear and between permanently becoming politically irrelevant. So you can offer you can accept a temporary offer of a ministry, you can accept a temporary settlement of an existing trumped-up CBI or ED case, and you can switch parties. But when you go back to the electorate will punish you. Most turncoats have been punished by the electorate. Also this time, India has very large, solid block components. The Congress has 100 seats. SP has 37 seats. Trinamool has 29 seats. DMK has 22 seats. NCP and UPTA have 17 seats. So this is not a ragtag bunch of members that you can lure away. This is a solid block. So yes, it's a question of time. But the question is not whether they will get 300. The question is when people will join us and we will cross 272. The ruling party's politics have always been along the lines of religious hate and ethnic divisiveness. But even at the height of their power, when they got 303 seats, 1 out of 2 Hindus had not voted for the BJP. This time, even in their core Hindi heartland, their core voters have deserted them. The Muslims in India, over 250 of them, called infiltrators, called terrorists in the land of their birth, waited silently, patiently, and bided their time. And in one voice during this election, in every state, they stood up and they told the government, and I quote the poet Puneet Sharma, "Hindustan se mera seedha rishta hai. Tum kaun ho be? Tum kaun ho be? Kyun batlau tumko kitna gehra hai?" The Dalits, whom the BJP paid lip service to for so many years, realized that even the talk of 400 seats meant that Baba Sahib Ambedkar's constitution was in danger, and they deserted the party. The Marathas, whom the BJP coalition had tried so desperately to woo, realized that their promises were worth nothing. The BJP and its allies lost 7 out of 8 seats in Marathwad. The Jats, the careers of their youth at risk with this ill-conceived Agniveer scheme, their farming livelihoods threatened, their female wrestlers manhandled. They vented their ire at the ballot box. Ultimately, it was the BJP's policies of exclusion, not inclusion. You wanted to exclude everybody, and that was your undoing. You didn't need Muslims. You trampled on Dalits. You ignored farmers. You ignored Jats. You marginalized Kashmiris. Well, they consolidated their voice during this election pan-India, and today they don't need you. That's the message they've given you during this election. ये देश ही अपना हासिल है जहां राम प्रसाद भी बिस्मिल है. मिट्टी को कैसे बांटोगे? सबका ही खून तो शामिल है. That's what they said. You can't divide us. You can't do it anymore. This new India, this new frame of reference is going to be very hard for a lot of interest groups. Perhaps the first casualty is the legacy media. The Godi media was its own worst victim. The brown-nosing TV anchors and online trolls lied, spread fake information, amplified the government's propaganda. So-called psephologists who actually had printing contracts from the government of India were on TV 24/7 acting like the election was a done deal. There was no need for voting. The BJP had already won.
நக்கீரன் டிவிக்கு சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்யுங்கள். உங்கள் ஆதரவே எங்கள் பலம். ஆசிரியர்களுக்கு நண்பனாகவும் மாணவர்களுக்கு ஆசானாகவும் திகழும் தேர்வு வழிகாட்டி. ஒவ்வொரு பாடத்திற்கும் அனுபவமிக்க ஆசிரியர்களின் துல்லியமான தெளிவான விடைகள். CNC இருக்கு, தேர்வு பயம் எதற்கு? இது தீரன் பப்ளிஷிங் ஹவுஸ் விற்பனை வெளியீடு.